In the lightweight division at UFC 291, we got a banger here between Tony Ferguson and Bobby Green. Ferguson struggling lately, but he's still 26-8. Bobby Green 29-14. Bobby Green is surging upward. Tony Ferguson's getting older, surging downward. So this is a good crossroads fight, but they're both in their mid to late 30s. So they're both starting to slow down, really. Ferguson, 1 inch taller at 5'11". He does have a 6-inch reach advantage. That's big. Both guys fight right-handed. Ferguson, 5.1 significant strikes per minute. Bobby Green, 6 significant strikes per minute. That's ridiculous. Bobby Green also lands about a takedown over the course of 3 rounds, but I don't know if that will help him really in this fight. Anyway, Tony Ferguson's a hard guy to finish. You're better off trying to land more significant strikes. Now, Tony Ferguson, 66% takedown defense. That's average. He's lost several fights in a row to Nate Diaz, Michael Chandler, Beneil Dariush, and Charles Oliveira. So 3 of those 4 very good fighters. Nate Diaz getting a little older, but Nate Diaz submitted him, which is pretty wild. Bobby Green, on the other hand, 72% takedown defense. He's lost a few fights in a row. He had the no contest against Jared Gordon in his last fight, but before that he lost to Drew Dober and Islam Makhachev, both by KO, both very good fighters. Prior to that, he beat Nasrat Haqparast, Ali Akinta by KO, and Ali Akinta's a tough out. So this is going to be an interesting fight. It just really comes down to how much has Tony Ferguson slowed down. This is not a fight he can lose. He's a heavy underdog for a reason, and regardless of that, I would still go with Bobby Green in this fight. I mean, Bobby Green is still rising to me. He's got another 2 to 3 years where he can peak out. And I think he's in that peak zone right now. He is 36. Usually that peak starts to slow down between 34 and 36. But, this guy's 44 fights into his career. I mean, he's at the right point in time to make a move in the division. He's never going to win the title, in my opinion. But he can certainly beat some guys like Tony Ferguson along the way. Plus, he desperately wants his 30th to win. He's had 3 chances now and hasn't been able to get it. So in my opinion, Bobby Green wins. The bigger question to me is if he can get the finish. Nonetheless, I think he wins his fight on significant strikes. Tony Ferguson will win a round, but he'll slow down in rounds 2 and 3, opening the door for Bobby Green to get the win. That's what I think happens, in my opinion, lightweight division, UFC 291.